I'm 91 years old, and I'm going to tell you something that nobody wants to hear. Don't get a partner after 60. Don't remarry. Don't move in together. Don't do it. I did, and I regret it every single morning I wake up. Not because she's a bad person, because I made the biggest mistake of my life. Let me tell you what nobody tells you about love after 60. My name is Arthur. I'm 91 years old. My first wife, Catherine, she died when I was 68. We were married for 43 years. She was my whole world. And when she died, I thought my life was over. For 10 years, I lived alone. My kids would visit. My friends would check on me. But I was lonely, deeply lonely. And then I met Barbara. I was 78. She was 74. We met at the senior center, started talking, started having coffee, started spending time together. And I thought, this is it. This is my second chance at happiness. Everyone told me I deserved it. Arthur, you've been alone long enough. You deserve companionship. So at 80 years old, I asked her to move in with me. And that's when everything fell apart. I'm 91 now. We've been together for 11 years, and I wake up every single morning wishing I'd stayed alone, not because I don't care about her, but because I destroyed the peace I'd spent 10 years building, and I can't get it back. If you're over 60 and you're thinking about getting a partner, remarrying, moving in with someone, listen to me. Don't do it. Here's why. First thing I lost, my routine. For 10 years after Catherine died, I built a life that worked for me. I woke up at 6 a.m., made my coffee, read the paper in silence, took my walk, came home, had my breakfast, spent the day however I wanted. It was peaceful, simple, mine. Then Barbara moved in, and suddenly nothing was mine anymore. She wakes up at 7:30, wants to talk immediately, wants the TV on during breakfast, doesn't like my coffee, wants to change when I eat, when I walk, when I go to bed. I tried to keep my routine, I really did, but she'd say, Arthur, why are you being so rigid? We're supposed to be enjoying life together. So I changed, I compromised, I adjusted, and I lost myself. Now I wake up at 7:30 because she wants company. I can't read the paper in peace because she wants to talk about her dreams. I can't take my walk when I want because she wants to come with me. But she's not ready until 9 o'clock. Every single thing I do, I have to consider her. And I'm 91 years old. I don't want to consider anyone anymore. I had 10 years of peace, of doing things my way, of living on my schedule. And I gave it up. For what? For companionship? I'm more lonely now than I was living alone, because at least when I was alone, I had myself. Now I don't even have that. My friend George, he's 86. His wife died 5 years ago, and he tells me all the time, Arthur, I'm never getting into another relationship. I finally have my life back, and I'm jealous, deeply jealous, because I had that, and I threw it away. If you're over 60 and you've built a routine that works for you, don't give it up. Don't let someone else come in and dismantle the peace you've created, because you won't get it back. Second thing I lost, my space. I lived in the same house for 50 years. Catherine and I raised our kids there, and after she died, I made it mine. I had my chair, my spot at the table, my side of the bed, my bathroom, my closet, my garage. Everything had a place, and I knew where everything was. Then Barbara moved in with all her stuff, furniture, decorations, clothes, kitchen things, bathroom things, things I didn't need, things I didn't want. She said, we need to make this our home, not just your home. So we rearranged, we redecorated, we combined. And now I can't find anything. My tools are in different places. My clothes are crammed into half a closet. My chair got moved to make room for her couch. I walk into my own house and I don't recognize it anymore. It doesn't feel like home. It feels like I'm a guest in someone else's house. And I'm 91 years old. This is supposed to be my house, but it's not. Not anymore. I tried to talk to her about it. I said, "Barbara, I need some space that's just mine." She got upset, said I was being selfish, said if I loved her, I'd want to share everything. But I don't want to share everything. I'm too old to share everything. I want my space, my things, my house the way I had it. And I can't have it, because she's here. My neighbor, Tom, he's 83, he dates, takes women out to dinner, spends time with them, but he never lets them move in, never gives up his space. He told me once, "Arthur, at our age, we've earned the right to live exactly how we want. Don't give that up for anyone." He was right, and I didn't listen. Now I'm stuck in a house that doesn't feel like mine anymore, and I can't get it back. Third thing, and this one makes me angry every time I think about it. I lost control of my money. I worked for 45 years, saved, invested, built a comfortable retirement. Not rich, but comfortable, enough to live on, enough to leave something for my kids. Then Barbara moved in, and suddenly my money became our money. She wanted to go on trips, expensive trips, cruises, hotels, restaurants. I said, "Barbara, I'm 80 years old. I don't need to go on cruises." She said, "But I do, and we're partners now. We should enjoy life together." So we went, and we spent, and we spent, and we spent. In 11 years, I've spent more money than I spent in the previous 20 years combined. And for what? Trips I didn't want to take, restaurants I didn't want to eat at, things I didn't need. But it's not just the trips, it's everything. She wants new furniture, new appliances, new this, new that. And every time I say no, I'm the bad guy. I'm the one being cheap. I'm the one not wanting to enjoy life. But I was enjoying life before she came. I was living within my means, saving for my grandkids, planning to leave something behind. Now I'm watching my savings drain, month after month, year after year, and I can't stop it. Because if I do, she'll say I don't love her, that I'm selfish, that I'm controlling. So I just watch, and I get angry. My son pulled me aside last year. He said, "Dad, you're spending a lot. Are you okay financially?" I lied. I said I was fine, but I'm not fine. I'm watching everything I worked for disappear, and I can't do anything about it. If you're over 60 and you have money saved, protect it. Don't combine finances. Don't give someone else access to what you spent a lifetime building, because once it's gone, and you'll spend your last years resenting the person who helped you spend it. Fourth thing, and this one breaks my heart. I lost my relationship with my kids. My 3 children, they loved me. We were close. After Catherine died, they checked on me constantly, called every week, visited every month. We had a good relationship. Then Barbara came, and everything changed. My kids didn't like her, not because she's a bad person, but because she's not their mother, and she tried too hard, tried to be part of the family, tried to insert herself into everything. My daughter's birthday? Barbara wanted to plan it. My son's kid's graduation? Barbara wanted to host the party. Every family event she wanted to be involved, wanted to be included, wanted to be treated like she'd been there all along, but she hadn't. And my kids resented it. They started visiting less, calling less, making excuses. And Barbara would say, "Your kids don't like me. They're not giving me a chance." And I was stuck in the middle, defending her to my kids, defending my kids to her. And slowly, I lost both. My kids stopped coming around because they didn't want to deal with her. And I couldn't blame them, Because I didn't want to deal with her either, but I couldn't say that. Because she lives in my house. Last Christmas, my daughter invited me to her house. Just me, not Barbara. And Barbara cried. Said my kids were being cruel. Said I needed to stand up for her. So I didn't go. I stayed home with Barbara. And I missed Christmas with my grandkids because I chose her over them. And I regret it every single day. My kids and I, we're not close anymore. We're polite, we're cordial, but we're not close. And it's because of her. I had 10 years of a good relationship with my kids after Catherine died, and I threw it away for a woman I barely knew. If you're over 60 and you have a good relationship with your kids, protect it. Don't bring someone new into the family and expect everyone to adjust, because they won't, and you'll lose them. And at 91, I can tell you, that's not worth it. Fifth thing, the most important thing, I lost my peace. After Catherine died, I grieved. For 2 years, I grieved hard. But then slowly, I found peace. Peace in the quiet. Peace in the routine. Peace in being alone with my thoughts. I wasn't lonely. I was peaceful. I'd sit on my porch in the evening and just be. No noise, no demands, no conflict, just peace. Then Barbara came, and the peace disappeared. Now there's always noise, always talking, always the TV on, always something. And when I ask for quiet, she gets upset, says I'm shutting her out, says I don't want to spend time with her. But it's not that. I just want peace. I'm 91 years old. I don't have much time left, and I want to spend it in peace. But I can't, because she's here. And I can't ask her to leave, because what would people say? What would my kids think? So I'm stuck, living in my own house, with no peace, no quiet, no rest, just noise, and resentment, and regret. Every morning I wake up and I think, what did I do? I had peace, real peace, and I gave it up. For what? For companionship? I'm more alone now than I was when I lived by myself, because, at least then, I had peace. My friend Harold, he's 88, he lives alone, and he's the happiest man I know. He does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants. No one to answer to, no one to compromise with, no one to resent, just peace. And I'm jealous, so jealous. Because I had that, and I threw it away. So what would I do different? If I could go back to when I was 78, sitting in that senior center talking to Barbara, I'd walk away. I'd enjoy the conversation. Maybe have coffee a few times. Maybe go to dinner. But I wouldn't ask her to move in. I wouldn't combine our lives. I'd keep my routine, my space, my money, my relationship with my kids, my peace. And I'd be happy. Not because I don't need companionship, but because companionship at 78 isn't worth what you have to give up. You've spent 60, 70, 80 years building a life, building routines, building peace. Don't throw it away for someone you barely know, because you won't get it back, and you'll spend your last years regretting it, like I do, every single morning. I'm 91 years old, and I'm trapped in a relationship I don't want, in a house that doesn't feel like mine, with no peace, no routine, no money, no relationship with my kids, and I can't get out, because I'm too old, too tired, too stuck. So I just wake up every morning, and I regret. I'm 91 years old. I got a partner after 60. And I regret it every single morning I wake up, not because she's a bad person, but because I gave up everything that mattered for something that doesn't. If you're over 60 and you're alone, stay alone. Enjoy your peace. Enjoy your routine. Enjoy your space. Date if you want. Have companionship if you need it. But don't move in together. Don't combine lives. Don't give up what you've built. Because at our age, peace is more valuable than companionship. And once you lose it, you can't get it back. I learned that the hard way. Don't make my mistake. Stay alone. Stay peaceful. Stay free while you still can. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go pretend I'm happy, because that's what I do now every single day.